As y'all know, in our society, there is many messages that need to be said. I'm a firm believer that everything rises and falls on leadership. And right now, we are in desperate need of good leadership, whether that's in a political position or you are a business owner or your boss at the job that you work at, all the way down to you being a father in your home. Leadership matters, man. Today's video that I'm going to show you and give you my opinion and commentary on with our social and political climate is very much needed. It's how to respond to racism, bigotry, or just ignorance. And there is people in this country that will want to lead you to believe that the only group of people that can display this type of behavior, racism, are white folks. When we all know that's not true. It's furthest from the truth. We know black folks can display it. We know Hispanic folks can display it. I don't care what shade of color or ethnicity you can bring in front of me. We know that they can display these types of behaviors towards people. The video that I'm going to show you today, apparently it took place in the Dillard's department clothing store, which is they sell men and women, very high-end brands of all sorts when it comes to clothing and just other stuff, jewelry, cologne, but they're typically attached to malls. But this particular family was shopping, and I guess the 10-year-old son was running around doing something. And he ended up running into, I guess the employee's name is Homer, which you'll hear him mention that in the video. He ran into Homer's leg, and Homer got frustrated and stomped, and allegedly he spewed racial slurs of some sort, and it upset this family to where the father responded. And I thought that the way he responded, his reaction was very interesting. So I'm going to play the video, then I'm going to give you guys my commentary and my thoughts, and then I'd love to see what you guys think and have to say in the comment section. So let's go ahead and play the clip.
My 10-year-old son heard you call me a f***ing I want you to know that. And it's unacceptable. You shouldn't do that. You're too old. The family has patronized the village for many years. I carry myself with honor. I would never disrespect any human being by calling them outside of their name. That of what you did. You don't know the impact of what you've done to my son. But maybe you were unaware and people can hear it. It doesn't matter about you noticing me. You shouldn't be speaking that way, period. So if you know that, then why do that, man?
All I heard, I thought, because I had hurt my leg, and I said,
you hurt your leg, and you said,
I didn't know. That's all. I thought that was all that because I said, my fucking God, or something like that, because I hurt my leg cramped up. But I didn't even know
you were listening to what I'm saying.
I am.
How long have you worked here?
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years, and you're acting that way. You don't know what straw could break the camel's back. You don't know. But you disrespected myself. You disrespected my family. But I would never do your children or your family or even you or no human being that way. I would never treat anybody that way. But I want you to know, man to man, that shit's not cool. And you don't know what young man. I have grace and honor. And I was raised with morals and values. But I lost a lot. I lost my mother. I lost my mother-in-law. I lost my sister. All last year. You don't know what mental state the next human being could be in. And it wouldn't be a cop. It wouldn't be a security guard. It wouldn't be nobody that could stop me from getting on your ass if I wanted to. You understand? So I want you to know that. Think about that. It doesn't matter about the age. Treat human beings with respect and morals and values. You understand that? Now I have to go home and correct my 10-year-old not to be a damn idiot. Don't act a fool. Don't be like Homer. Homer don't have respect for my kind or any human being. This ain't a black and white issue. This is an idiot issue. And I want it to be addressed. So I told your supervisor, we have everybody heard you say it. So I want the whole store to know you was dead wrong. And I just bought this stuff at Dillard's with Homer working here. I wouldn't treat anybody like that, man. And you're dead wrong. So may God bless you. and you keep moving forward, and I'll pray for you.
Thank you. Peace and blessings.
So there you have it. There's a lot of things that I want to hit on this. First of all, I commend this man for balancing his emotions. He showed a great example to his family and to his son, his kids. This is how you respond under challenging times. This is how you get your emotions in control, right? Versus having what we typically see in airports, airplanes, in the air, McDonald's, and any other fast food restaurants, of people not being able to control their emotions, and then they revert to putting their hands on people and fighting, and now they're getting caught up in the law with assault charges because someone said something to them. But there's a lot of different things I want to touch up on with it. So I commend them for that, but I can never understand why people feel that they need to give someone a lecture on something that was done to them. In the video, he stated that he went to the supervisor, and that's how a sensible person would do, so that you don't possibly create another scene, right? And it reverting to a completely another situation to where it could end up being a physical altercation. Now everybody's getting in trouble with assaults, right? But simply just putting your grievance in through the proper channels and making your complaint, like he said he did through the supervisor, and then maybe take it the next step, to the next step, or to the next step, getting a lawyer and then lawsuits and whatnot, right? So, I commend him for his behavior, but that part, I'm never going to understand why he felt that he needed to give the guy a lecture when it could have went left field. And the guy could have continued to spew more stuff, and he got angry, and you guys know the rest. So, I'm not going to understand that part, but I still commend him because he held his cool and his emotions. And he was upset, and he wanted to get it off his chest, or maybe show some form of humbleness to the man that actually could change the man's heart. If the man is racist or holds some type of anger, hatred, and resentment in his heart, it could give him an experience like, man, I what I did was wrong, and the way this guy responded to me, and how he approached me, and the words that he said, it could change the man's heart and perspective going forward. So I understand what he did in that sense as well. But the main thing that I want to make sure I hone in on, and which I commend him for, is the position he's in as a father. He obviously has a family, and he's doing what he needs to do, which we know that we are in a crisis with fathers. But he showed his family and his kids how to stay level-headed and not get emotional. He did. He showed that, and I think that is the most important part. But another thing is, what I want people to understand is, like, doesn't matter what color you are. Somebody can display this type of behavior towards you, whether you're a white, black, Hispanic, Asian, indigenous. People can say things to you, but it's up to you to not allow those words to have power over you. And I feel that that's what he did. We know that using those particular slurs, there's some people, they allow it to have power over them. I will never understand. It's in all their music, the suicidal poetry on good beats. The N word is everywhere in their music. So I don't know why they allow this word to have so much power over them. It doesn't have any power over me. You can call me whatever you want. I think most of us, at least in my era or before me, we were brought up with sticks and stones may break my bones, but name calling will never hurt me. And this is a prime example. Yes, what the guy did, it was wrong. Did you need to give him a lecture? I don't think so, but I understand what you were doing, and I appreciate the fact that you can give us an example of how to stay level-headed and not let your emotions have control over you. And a prime example of not allowing words to have power over you as well. It's just a word, right? You know what he did to me was wrong. Let me go to the supervisor and file my complaint. If I feel that it wasn't handled the way I want, I'm going to keep taking it up the channel to the persons that it matters to, and I may even file a lawsuit of some sort, right? That's how you get your expression off. It's a long way. Most people, they skip it because it could be tedious. But if you really want to make a statement, that's how you do it. But, I mean, hey, maybe his message changed this man's heart. I don't want to make it long. put it in the comments what your thoughts are. I think from a father's perspective of showing example to not only his wife, but to his kids that, hey, look, this is how, to me, he's a dangerous person. This is how a dangerous person responds. I think that the more dangerous the person is, they tend to respond a lot more meek. Well, most people will we perceive as meek. And you can hear his pain and him bringing up that he lost people in his family. And he was letting the guy know, like, you just never know, you may come across the wrong person. And they just take this to a whole nother level of what we consistently see. It's just overly sensationalized all on social media and media situations that way. So I just really appreciate that they were able to give us an example that someone like me would be able to use to give a message to all of us that, look, this is how you respond. Do you necessarily need to give the person a lecture? No, because it could lead to other things. But hey, maybe your message and the kind route that you took could change the person's heart going forward. So put it in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. If it's your first time on the channel, I appreciate you supporting it. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell. And to everybody that's rocking with me, I love y'all, man. If you want to put a big middle finger to the algorithm, please like, comment, and share, because you could save somebody's life. As you guys know, we got a country to save. It's your boy Craig Long 45, and I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, oi.
It's